Hello and welcome to part 2 of my video series on blood types. Now I'm going to be talking about some interesting facts about blood type. Number 1 is not really related to blood types, but it's something related to blood. IBM unveils a computer fed by electronic blood. Electronic blood is essentially a very red liquid that's very blood-like actually, and it can send power, send data, send mostly everything from one part of the computer to another. Here's another picture of the electronic blood computer, and one last, right here. Now I'd like to talk about blood types. Did you know that every single blood type should actually have its own diet? This is because it's easier for that blood to take in the energy from that food and also to digest that food. And since I'm an O, I should have more meat than wheat and dairy products. And also, now I'd like to talk about something different, very strange. Most humans evolved from monkeys, the rhesus monkey, right? But that's only for people that have positive blood. People that have negative blood evolve from a different species that no one's aware about, so there's like a little hole in the evolution chart. No one knows which species people with negative blood have evolved from. No one knows. So it's a little mystery on how we were able to gain negative blood, but we're 100% sure that people with negative blood do not come from monkeys, because the part of the DNA in positive blood that relates with monkey DNA does not meet with monkey DNA inside of negative DNA. Here's a little picture of a rhesus monkey, and yeah, so yes. Also, now, let's talk about exercise. All blood types, which is me, need more exercise than the other blood types. And O positive represents 37% of the population, being the number 1 most common blood type in the entire world. However, O negative is one of the rarest, being only 6% of the entire population. Also, A positive is the second most common blood type in the entire world. Although A negative, B positive, and B negative are the 3 rarest blood types, and they're only found in 10% of the entire population. So, also I'd like to say that, did you know there's over 10,000 different blood types, and most of which scientists don't even know? But they're so very rare that hardly any humans even have them. And cows actually have over 800 different types of bloods. Cows only have 800 different blood types. Now, did you know that every 2 seconds, someone in the US needs blood? 1, 2. Someone in the US right now needs blood. 1, 2. Someone in the US right now needs blood. That's how it works. And over 41,000 donations of blood are needed every day. A total of 30 million blood components are transfused every single year in the US. The average blood cell transfusion is approximately 3 pints. That's just below 1.5 liters. And now, I'd like to say that, yes, the blood type that's most often requested by hospitals is type O, but this is because of an interesting fact. O negative, yes, it's very rare, but since I explained this in my other part 1, but O is the universal donor. O has no antigens, so there cannot be any antibodies against it. Except for the positive, because the positive adds 1 extra antigen, so if a positive blood is given to a negative person, even if it's O blood, then basically it's going to have a reaction because that antigen that's grown on the O cell, because it's a positive, will have a reaction with the negative, and then they're going to mix, and then they're going to fight, and then it's going to clog up your veins, and then you're going to die. Unless you want that to happen, O negative blood has to be given to you. And O negative blood is one of the rarest to find, yes, because it has only 6% of the population, but also because it can donate to any blood type ever, because it's negative, it doesn't have that extra antigen, and it's O, so it doesn't have an antigen at all. It has no antigens on the surface. That means it can donate to positive, it can donate to negative. Any blood type in the world. And O positive, however, is a universal donor, but in a way it cannot donate to any negative blood type, it can donate to any positive blood type. Now, I'd like to say, just for the record, that in hospitals, for emergency use, there's already about 3 pints of blood in plastic bags already sitting on the shelves. So if there's a patient that comes in an emergency, they don't need to call people to donate at that moment. The blood's already there, waiting, all fresh, nice. Now, talking about transfusions. Let's talk about the sickle cell disease. Might not look good, but these are normal blood cells. They take oxygen, put them where they need to go, take the carbon dioxide, send them out the lungs. However, sickle cells are blood cells that are not shaped right. They're shaped banana-ish, like this. They cannot do their job. They take up excess space, and they're too big for the veins. So sometimes they can clog up your veins, no blood can go through, and you die. So that's something that you don't want to be diagnosed with, and over 70,000 people in the U.S. have it, and about 10,000 babies are born every year with the disease. And patients with the disease can require frequent blood transfusions throughout their lives. And more than 1.6 million people were diagnosed with cancer last year. Many of them need blood, sometimes daily actually, during their chemotherapy treatment. Did you know a single car accident can require a victim as much as 100 pints of blood? 47.3 liters of blood. Just 3 pints takes 1 to 4 hours to go in drip by drip into your blood. So 47 liters or 100 pints would take a very, very long time just to go in. Those are a few interesting facts. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.